Here you are, Mom.
Okay, thanks.
10 minutes, okay?
I'm ready.
10 minutes. I didn't ask about that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you're ready to do this too, yeah. Okay, 10 minutes.
I'll give you my pills then.
Yes. Hello, foodie beauties. Welcome to my coffee time. Here's my coffee. I'll wait a little while to see if there's more joining. I noticed I have more than 1.51K subscribers now. And as I here having another coffee with you all, as I more or less promised earlier, it's my way of saying thank you for subscribing. Some quality time with my subscribers, my audience, my viewers, my fans, and not my stalkers. Not the stalkers about to and about me and other spells. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Beauty sip. I'm gonna have my beauty sip now. My first sip of my hot coffee. Beauty sip. I don't know what happened when I was resting earlier, sleeping. I got all tangled up in my bedding. I continue using some of my and Rudy Noel bedding since my cat died. And got all tangled up. And of course, this didn't make it any better and greater. Oh, I woke up around just as daylight began. Just around that time. And I was, uncomfortable. And then this, and I was like, oh, uncomfortable. Because I used it to get untangled, and then it was just, oh. That is something I am going to do more of. Hopefully this weekend I can make my bed up. I don't want a comforter for it. It's not a duvet as far as I know. Yay. And I've got some other sheets. I'll try and wash the ones I've got. Although I might just, although I'm gonna get one of the yellow blankets and keep that at the end. And yeah, that would be nice. Something I haven't done in a very long time. And hopefully knowing that I'm not going to wake up one day and see somebody I didn't want to see a human ever again. I'm not going to mention names or anything, but I know and other people knew happened. And without my invited anybody, weren't invited. Other people, delusional, believed, deluded themselves, delusioned themselves that they were invited through auditory hallucinations, paranoid thoughts, grandiose delusions, all themselves persecutory, delusional, I'll chew and all about myself and one and more other bells.
Oh, God.
To that, anybody that haven't had any more prank calls that were affiliated with that weird man from next door. Have you? Mom? Have you had any more annoyance phone calls, disturbing phone calls from some other residents? I got some, but I don't know if it was directly to my phone number or if it was from the lobby directory.
I get phone, but there's nobody there. Answer machine, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And it's full.
So I could hear somebody that sounded just like when they used to come out that front door next door. Voice recognition, you know? They shouldn't, can't,
Yeah,
couldn't,
cleaned it
may
out
not,
this
must
morning.
not, need not phone calling us.
Yeah, the phone. But the answer machine, nothing. And I hang up.
Yeah, I leave my voicemail on often now. I didn't want to know them before, and I didn't want to know them during, and I didn't want to know them later since. I don't want to know. Somebody the other day on my live stream asked me, is it quieter since they're gone?
Yeah,
It is.
quiet.
Yeah. And then when there was some more people that came in, it was noisier. But then I don't know if they're in there or anything. It's quieter now.
Well, they don't make a noise anymore.
No. The ones that were there,
And
the
if they do, it's in
Gupta,
their apartment.
1909, they're not noisy anymore. I
Well,
saw.
as I say, maybe in their apartment they're noisy, but they're not noisy outside.
Well, those ones are gone, as far as I know. I saw them packing and moving, and I heard them. I couldn't help but hear them. We couldn't even leave because they had boxes and everything outside my front door here and front door front door across the hall. Front doors. It's all scattered and cluttered. Couldn't get out there with your walker or anything. And that's public knowledge because they did that. I mean, in here knowledge too, and public knowledge out in the hallway, common areas, common areas. Were I not afraid of those other people, I would have gone out and put out a bar, done something like put out a bag of garbage or something, you know, Mom, just to be nosy. But I'm not that way inclined. I just feel sorry for them. Not them. I feel sorry for their new neighbors. Because they did it here. It's not the first time. And they do it elsewhere, obviously. Good morning. One love from Jamaica. Hello, Jamaica. Cheers. Cheers. Yes, cheers.
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 Cheers. Good morning. Have a great day ahead. Thank you. You too. Do you drink whiskey? It's not an Irish coffee this morning. I haven't had an Irish coffee in a long time. Cold water boiled hot, stovetop. Spoonful of instant coffee when I put the water hot in a mug. 1 heaping teaspoonful of my honey and some dairy-free almond milk. Without dairy, that means almond milk. And I stirred and
What's that?
served.
Your phone. Where is it?
That's when I gotta go turn off my alarm clock. I got 15 more minutes to do this, and then I'll stop. And then the clock will be
It
finished.
was on the phone.
It was an alarm clock.
Oh, gosh, well, I don't know.
I told you already.
I know, well, I don't know the difference. Good cup of tea.
You look gorgeous. Where do you live? And you must say, coffee is not good for you. Coffee is actually good for me anyway, sinus bradycardia.
You said it's not good for you.
Because, what?
Something did it?
Because the caffeine makes my heart beat faster, whereas without coffee, it's slower. I have gone down into the 40s this year, actually a bit lower. But once I drink caffeine, it goes up a bit. Even when I'm home, I'm usually in the 50s. But if I drink coffee and without exercising, it goes up at higher 60s and sometimes in the 70s now, which is really good. Because I don't want to be in the 40s. 50s is low enough as a concern, but in the 40s and 30s, that's too low. And I'm not able to get a pacemaker, nor do I want one, because I like to use microwaves, and it frightens me. Lightning and thunder. Lightning and microwaves. I won't be able to cook as much, and I'll probably lose a lot of weight more than I want to.
You can't be near a microwave. Somebody opens it and you're there, that's bad. No, it's bad for you.
I might not even be able to do the internet knowing me. And I'd have to do a lot of rehab. I'm just not. And with my health from before, I don't think I qualify.
Oh.
Because my heart isn't that way inclined. It's just because what happened with my accident in 2006, etc. It's just been one thing after the other. And I think it's just the fact that my heart keeps beating is
Well,
as
it
good.
keeps beating.
It's as good as it gets, you know. I just want it above in the 50s at least, 50s and 60s, not below. And as a migraine sufferer too, caffeine helps alleviate my migraines. Could
That
I?
you take from me. I had it for years.
And I had concussions. You've had some concussions over the latter years too.
I was a gymnast. I had a few concussions.
I had some concussions, and
Well, not many.
no,
I
not
only had
many.
one bad fall.
Anyways, I'm talking about concussions with
That's
my
all right.
audience.
Oh, so you talk to me.
And I find that caffeine helps alleviate the migraines, whereas the concussions take time. But it does help. And at night, I try to have at least one hot tea with caffeine. I try to drink teas and coffees without caffeine, but I can't do it it doesn't agree with me when I'm having a headache. When I'm having a migraine, that is, it's something completely and utterly different. And the only teas I can drink and coffee are like caffeinated. And in the morning, I like a sweet coffee. My voice, honey. Uh, but yeah, some say it's good, some say it's bad. I prefer that. I feel better drinking coffee. Uh, I drink coffee. How many coffees do I drink nowadays? I drank lots of coffee when my cat was dying. I don't drink as many coffees now. I drink at least whenever I eat something, I like to have a tea. It lowers my iron ferritin levels. And I'm going to be getting back into more bland foods because my iron ferritin levels, I've really been indulging because I'm trying to heal all those vitamins, minerals, nutrients. And I'm going to start eating more plain rice. Just like 1 cup to two. I'll just have, I can nibble on it or rice cakes and just have that as a snack. Just have one big meal. Cheers. Or my cat alive with me. I'd be doing the same thing, wouldn't I? I'd be having a coffee or a tea. And since I finished eating yesterday, my dinner, I've not ate anything. I've been good. I've been fasting. You've ate, which is your diet. I don't have any.
Well, you want a couple? There's
No.
a couple in back.
Thank you.
There's not many.
No, they're yours. I don't eat the same ones as you.
The same ones? They're the same crackers? What do you mean you don't eat the same ones as me? Did you buy another brand?
The tea is very old people. Tea is very old people. I'm not old. I like to have.
It's not for old people.
I like to have. I like to have.
To babies back home.
I like to have a tea. I don't. I used to have it for luxury. Now I don't. I just have 2 black teas a day.
Well,
One coffee
no.
in the morning. Sometimes a coffee in the afternoon. I like to have a French vanilla when I'm home, and maybe a tea at night. But like I said, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, I'm gonna have, and I like basmati, whatever it's called, rice. I prefer jasmine rice or yasmin rice, whatever pronunciation, because it's a softer texture. And just long grain white rice, it's just a softer, more moist texture. And I'm working on a project, so I just have to cut back. It's almost the end of summer anyway, so another month or so. And once that, I'll be eating more bland because lunch can be boring. It could be like a sandwich, which is fine. And although this week I'm hopeful to have 1 or 2 slices of bread, lightly toasted, at least broiled on one side, some raw avocado, and at least 1 fried egg. Oh, and everything bagel seasoning, or on a bagel. And that'll be good. And I do it again, take care of a sick other being. It doesn't bother me it during a lot, not during lots. It's just it gets getting used to it. Um, I would just eat differently, eat and drink differently during. Were I to ever have another fur baby that's like a furry cat or a cat of any kind or a dog, anyone really, fish, anything, I would change my routine, not rituals because I don't believe in rituals, routines. I'd change my routines, and I know I would eat less this time around because I possibly finished grieving and probably finished grieving. And I'd be happy in another while. And I hope it's more than 10 years of happiness in any stock or with and or without delusional. I'm hopeful that the next, not any man monsters, not any woman monsters, not any children monsters, human stalkers. That's what I call them nowadays. Monsters. Monsters. And it's going to be interesting trying to find a good veterinarian. When it's not social media, very internet, Wi-Fi's, and can be trusted. Whether I need or not need professional grooming, um, if a boy, male area, uh, and girl, and that they're, you know, hopefully if it's a short hair, I'm not preferring, I'm just saying I could make must and need be able to clean myself. I just have to get shampoo and stuff. Um, but and not any, and an IBS when my cat was having trouble going to the bathroom, diarrhea. I don't want to. I want a veterinarian that's not going to be invasive. I want someone that's going to use modern technology and not be physically invasive there, and treat my animal, my pet fur baby, with total professionalism and respect and and or love and honesty. And just leave that all alone. And when doing pedicure, I mean, they wouldn't be able to do that nowadays. I mean, all they had to do is put on a cone around the neck or a sort of a peanut butter cup, something like, you know, to stop the, they didn't have to lean on my cat back or my cat. It was difficult during that alleged COVID-19 SARS. I won't, and then because I complained, they tried to lie. It was me that did it. There's security cameras in those places nowadays. During. I didn't lie. I mean, I did not lie. You don't do that to my cat. It was heartbreaking watching my cat go through all those aches and pains of those human monsters caused my cat. My cat did not deserve any of that. Instead, my cat should have received veterinarian professionalism 24/7, including off and on and off Facebook. Do you remember Sesame Street, the puppet, uh, Oscar the Grouch, the one that lived in the garbage can? That's what upsets me the most, Haters, it's one thing to hate me. You can hate me, but you don't hate on my child. You don't hate on my fur baby. You don't hate on my pet, my cat, and botany. You don't hate on that. Those. Well, you shouldn't hate on anybody, really. none of them should have hated on. Predatory, resentful, you know. And don't try and deny that they knew me. Don't lie about payments and billings, and don't lie about all the physical harm that should, can, could, may, must, need show up. Healthcare is elsewhere, and any autopsy, any other examinations, X-rays, etc. Don't blame it on me. It wasn't me that did it. I mean, when my cat's bum was bothering him, as I was trying to, um, Vaseline rubs the exterior of his and around the outside. And when he licked it, it looked really, really clean. It was hilarious. Loved that. And I was trying to get something else at the pet store that was more palatable. And then I would massage his paws. That's all my cat needed, really. He didn't need the thermometer. I mean, they could use technology. I mean, nowadays, when a human has a bowel problem or IBS, they don't use one or two fingers. They don't even do colonoscopies. Mom, I said no! Colonoscopies, they don't do it like that with fingers. They use modern technology. And that's what we were paying for, modern technology. We're not going to. Then, CHF. Heart failure was happening. He had heart attacks earlier. He collapsed. And I brought him back more than once with CPR. He came out of it and he didn't deserve anything other than to enjoy his cat life, To wake up every day, not be disturbed, and not be annoyed by other residents, veterinarians, anybody and everybody. I wanted him to get rest and get up and eat his food like he was trained to do and how he wanted to do. He did lose a bit of weight some of the times, and then I would hand feed him my cat, and he loved to get his cat treats that were the cat dry food, and that was caloric. And when he went down to 12 pounds a little while, and then he got back up to 14 pounds. Me. And then, even the day of he was eating, congestive heart failure. There was a lot of fluid in him. Could have done the drainage, more surgeries, get rid of the fluid. Could have done some more diuretics. And he had another mass or something that was discussed, cancerous, and we could do another biopsy, but were we to go in more, the cancer would spread and he would be dead, suffering within a day. He would have not any quality of life. Even to go through another congestive heart failure, heart attack, there was not any quality of life. He would just suffer more. So, hours later, I made the decision. That was a week before euthanasia. And my mom and I discussed it, and I still remember doctor and I, the other person, the euthanasia physician, he just went, he faced, and he was wondering what he was getting. He understood that was goodbye. I can't understand goodbye. Put his head down, took it. And his body just went limp and his head was gone. Dead. And I do want more for baby Het's family. And it's not about me not being able to afford anybody. I can afford anyone, including the beta. I can afford another fish. I can afford. It's just too soon. It's just too soon. It's too soon. And I was on my stuff earlier, and I thank you all. I don't know if you're online now with me. Have my coffee. Having coffee, tea, whatever. All your sympathy comments. Thank you. All your support online. Thank you. Have a nice day. Be kind to all, everyone, everywhere. Bye.